Welcome back to your TV 20 News Special. I'm your host, Ciarra Nelson. Again, we are here with Managing Partner of Edge Learning Ohio, Paul Meshanko, and the Vice President of Human Resources, Tom Green, at Medical Mutual. We're talking about workplace violence because it is a very costly epidemic. It's growing in the U.S. But here, with Paul Meshanko and Tom Green, we are working on preventative medicine to make sure that companies are productive and that this is not a growing problem. And you train companies, you train employers, you train employees, you talk to people. Give us an idea of, from start to finish, what that is like.
Okay. First of all, I want to make one distinction. While I do a lot of the work, in some cases with companies like Medical Mutual, I may come in and work with the leadership teams. What actually makes our processes much more potent is when you get your own facilitators involved. Medical Mutual has, I believe, 12 to 14 internal facilitators who we've certified. So they're taking the message inside themselves. It's, if a consultant just kind of flies in and delivers a workshop and leaves, people can say, that was nice, and a week later we're back to our old game. But when your own people take ownership for really moving the culture, I think that's when the magic really starts. So to your question about the content, we talked a little bit about the distinction between tolerance and respect. We do spend a lot of time talking about the emotional impact of respectful and disrespectful interactions. If each of us, if I would ask any of your viewers to think about a time when you felt really, think of people around whom you feel really respected. And there's just kind of this natural glow that it brings. You kind of think, oh yeah, and you smile. And and chemically, our brains are primed to do their very best work. We're more creative, we're more open to new ideas, a whole bunch of things when we're around people who make us feel good, who make us feel positive. On the other hand, when we're around people who treat us poorly, who maybe we always feel that we're on guard when we're in their presence, maybe we're concerned about verbal abuse or character attacks around them, or bullying even more severely.
Which is a big problem.
Which is a big problem.
Today.
What that does is physiologically it sends the brain into what we call cortisol response, or there's a more technical term, an amygdala hijacking. But essentially what it does is it primes the fear circuits in the brain, and our number one, as a species, our number one prerogative is to stay safe. So anytime I'm in the presence of disrespectful behaviors, in essence, what it does is that one goal, staying safe, that trumps everything else that I'm supposed to be doing. So everything that Medical Mutual would have hired me to do, I'm not focused on. I'm focused on keeping myself safe.
You're too busy trying to protect yourself.
I'm too busy, so I'm not doing the work that I'm capable and was hired to do. So when you talk about that, that makes, I think, the business case for why this is so important, so crystal clear to so many people. Our brains are only partially engaged if we don't have respectful work cultures. And then we talk a little bit about some of the background data that causes us to treat people sometimes unintentionally disrespectfully. Stereotypes, for example. Stereotypes, myths, misinformation about different groups of people. Whatever I know about you, if I haven't actually had a conversation with you, is all inherited information based on what I know about people like you, your gender, your race, your physical build. So if I don't make the opportunity to interact with you one-on-one, that's all the information I have, and I may inadvertently treat you disrespectfully just
start to form your own opinion.
out of ignorance. So that's one of the reasons why we say respect is a very active process.